Hey guys, this week instead of doing the object media inspiration, I decided to do artwork that I just had an idea to paint. I haven't done something like this in a while, only because I've been uninspired to paint anything, to be quite frank. But this time I decided to do a little girl reaching for a cupcake on top of a counter or island or something. And I thought it was a cute idea because when I was younger, or most young kids, they crave sweet things. Usually it's fruit, but sometimes it's not fruit, depending on their parents. But yeah, I just decided to do a cupcake. And I want her to look kind of young-ish. And it strays a little bit from my realistic style. I don't think I have a style yet, if I'll, a specific style yet. So I don't really just stick to mostly realism. I do other styles too, like cartoonish art. And that's what I'm doing right here. Right now I'm doing brown, and a lot of this video is just painting over the same area with the same color again, and I skipped most of that because nobody really needs to see that. And it takes a lot of layering, especially since I'm working with acrylic, and acrylic is not a very opaque medium, at least not the acrylic I'm using. But in acrylic in general, you're going to have to use many layers. Even when I've used better brands like Golden, I had to go over more than once. I decided on you doing a lime green shirt because I thought that was a cute color, and a blue dress or a blue skirt, really pretty blue skirt. And later on, I was gonna put like a sheer covering on top, but you'll see that later. Yeah, I really like the light blue. I think brown and light blue go pretty well together, and I think lime green goes nicely with blue because they're kind of analogous. As you can see, there's another layer, and I'm starting to add some of the darks. For her skin tone, I did like 5 different tones. I did middle tone, which was the first color I put down, and then like dark tones, which I'm putting down now, and really high highlights, uh, highlight, and then like a really high highlight. My bad. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I did some outlining, and her eyes are going to be dark brown. Nothing crazy. I also outlined everything with a darker tone of what the base tone is. So for the lime green, I just did a darker lime green color. And for the blue, light blue, I did like a darker light blue. Not dark, but it's still light. You could still see the difference. Here I'm doing some highlights on her face right now. And at first, I made a mistake at first and had to wipe it off, and I redid it again. I didn't show that part because nobody needs to see me wiping off paint, but I like this color was a little better. And I also had to remember that acrylic dries darker, so it was just too much yellow in the one I had at first, so it was a little hard to judge when it was a wet paint medium. And if you see some changes, it's because it's just another layer added. It's not really anything that's changed. And I never skipped anything that's really significant. Drawing her actually took some time. Let me get back to talk to the drawing. The drawing part actually took a bit of time. And that's why I didn't want to show it. It takes up too much time for me to show myself drawing her. I had a little bit of a struggle getting the anatomy right, and I had to look up a little bit of reference photos for her feet. For her hands, I just looked at my own hands, honestly. And for her hair, well, her hair was pretty easy. The hardest part really was just getting her feet right, and I had to redraw that like 1,000 times over because I was just having the hardest time figuring out how to do the feet. And I didn't want to just have plain shirts, so I put a little bit of orange flowers and a bow in her hair because I thought that was cute, and the sheer covering on top of her skirt because that's cute too. And then a little bit of ruffles in her skirt because why not? I mean, it's more interesting. But yeah, the flowers on her shirt I liked a lot, and I like the sheer top that I put later on, which will show up eventually in the video. Right now I'm just going in with some darker blue for lines. Painting was the easiest part. It was the drawing that just took most of the time. And maybe one day I'll show the drawing, but not today. First, for her hair, I did just the regular skin tone or the darker one. And that wasn't going to be the actual color of her hair because I thought that was too light and it didn't look right. I don't really like when hair matches a person's skin tone. It just looks kind of strange to me. So that was just an underpainting, really. and I was going to go over later with a darker color. Now here I'm doing the sheer skirt. Uh, it's more purple because purple is my favorite color. Plus purple goes pretty well with green. Although they're not opposites on the color wheel, there are opposites if you take a non-true purple. And the opposite of a non-true purple is more of a green color. One way you can see these colors with just your average everyday utensils or software is to type a word in Word document and highlight it, and you'll see the opposite color of it. So if you have purple words, you'll see the opposite color. Now here I'm doing her hair, the blackish color. You know, my black. I told in another video I say how to mix black or something as close to a black without using black. So just check out that video. I'll probably leave a link on it on the screen. It's in the skin tone video. Yeah, I'll leave a link or somewhere. It's going to be in a video. I'm doing more undertones too. I'm adding some dark under her lips, under her chin, and blah blah blah. Why am I doing this? I should have done this after. And then I'm adding some highlights on her lips. I want her lips to be kind of peachy without looking like really lipstick, but kind of, I don't know. At first I didn't want it to look like it had lipstick, but I didn't know how to make them look peachy without making it look like lipstick. And then I did the highlights on her hair. Those were easy. The harder part was doing the curls on her hair. But the crazy thing is, I didn't do the curls on her hair until I got a new brush. I actually bought a new brush the day before I painted this, I believe. And it made making the curls on her hair so much easier. And they just looked a lot cuter. I really like how the curls turned out. Yeah. And, yeah. Also, for the one-day portrait, sometimes I might substitute one-day portrait with like a commission portrait instead. And for these art object media and art, I might substitute non-portrait commissions or my own art that I want to do. That's what I'll probably do. So here I just like showing all the process of doing the curls because that was really fun to do. And then here I'm adding some extra highlight, but only sparingly, only in like parts where the highlights will be a lot stronger. And I put some of that on the curls too, but not a whole lot. And then I'm gonna work on the skirt a little bit later, coming soon. But what I wanted to do with the skirt, here I'm just doing some extra details. But what I wanted to do with the skirt was I wanted to put glitter, but I think I threw away my old glitter that I had. Because I have a lot of junk in my room because my furniture was moved out, and I have a lot of junk, so I threw away a lot of stuff that I never used, and I couldn't find the glitter. I think I threw it away. So I don't know. I might go out and buy some glitter, or I'll just find some glitter around the house because I know I have some lying around the house. Either way, I want to put some glitter on her skirt, and it's not in this video, but it'll be coming. And I just put a little bit of white dots to kind of mimic glitter, but there's no glitter. But anyway, that's about the end of this. And thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. And see you next week for another original art video, maybe. We'll see. Maybe not.